Top 5 wide receiver quarterback duos heading into the 2022 season. So this is not what they have done. Well, I mean, a little bit what they have done, but what we feel they can do this coming season, right? Like we have people on this list who haven't even played together yet in the NFL. So it's what we think you can do and will do this upcoming season. So let's get into it. Okay, let's start. Let's go start with number 5. Let's start with number 5. Derek Carr and Davante Adams. First of all, I think Derek Carr is a top 10 quarterback. Now, I think he's 9 or 10, maybe 11, but I think he's really, really solid. And I think Davante Adams, certainly has the argument that he's the best receiver in football. Like a very, very good, compelling argument that he's the number 1 receiver in football. Certainly the most productive and the most reliable. He's almost never hurt, and he's always producing. You look up, when's the last time you looked up and he had under 50 yards? I don't remember. I really don't.
No, almost never. He's so productive. He gets off the line extremely quick. And can we talk about how diverse he is in his routes? I was watching a video where he was kind of explaining some of the stuff he does with like footwork technique and getting open. Absolutely insane. He'll put you...
Yeah.
Because most DBs, they're expecting 2 moves. They're expecting either that one and go or that one fake and then hit the other foot and go. He'll come out and throw 3-4 moves on a dude and have them sitting down on the turf.
He dances. It's insane. It's insane. The footwork is nuts. The routes are nuts. He's got good hands.
Of course, and then you pair him with a good quarterback like a Derek Carr, and
he's already had a good quarterback with Rodgers, but. I don't think Carr is Rodgers, but I don't think the gap is like the Grand Canyon.
No,
I don't think it's a crazy.
What I'm saying is, a quarterback like Derek Carr, if Davante Adams can get that open, and he is that route runner that can get that open, Derek Carr's gonna have a pretty easy day trying to find him.
Right. I think he can throw to an open man. Davante is frequently open, and a new offensive coach with Josh McDaniels, the former coordinator in New England. So, our number 4, Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Now. Both solid. Now, I don't think Evans is in the top tier of wide receiver. I think he's in that next tier down with like an A.J. Brown, with like a Justin Jefferson, JaMarr Chase. I think they're kind of in that category, although Chase and Jefferson might sneak up to the top. I don't think he's quite in the top category yet. Now, I do think Tom is still up there with quarterbacks, right? But again, he is aging. Not that he's not committed, but he has talked retirement. He was retired for a second.
He's been putting a lot of work into his brand and the golf brand that he has.
Right. Not that he's not committed, but he's not obsessed like he has been.
Yeah.
How is that going to play out? And like I said, Evans is good, but is he that next tier? I'm not sure.
I don't think he's the most. I think he's the least. Okay.
I think he's the worst on this list.
Yeah, on this list of receivers here, I think he's the least talented.
Maybe not least talented. I just don't think he's the best NFL receiver.
Right. Out of
all things included, production, skill, durability, all things included, I don't think he's the 5th guy on this list.
And this next receiver is pretty good. A Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp combo coming in at number 3. That is a duo that was electric all year. We saw it. And obviously they have the trophy to show for it as well. They have the Lombardi back in LA with them this summer. Stafford and Kupp, it seems that they're always on the same page. Especially, I've found Cooper Kupp is the ultimate safety valve too. When Matt Stafford starts getting into some trouble, starts rolling around in the pocket, trying to make some stuff happen, the guy that always seems to know what he wants to, like, where Matt Stafford, Matt Stafford wants to go with the football is Cooper Kupp, and he's always standing in that right spot, or at least getting to that right spot. Them at 3 really makes sense to me.
I couldn't agree more. And here's the thing. That duo in the first year led to the best single season as a wide receiver ever. I'm not sure what other evidence we need. So without further ado, number 2, Joe Burrow and JaMarr Chase.
Special.
Again, first year, a historic rookie season, the best rookie season ever in their first year in the pros together, obviously, because they were at LSU. And it also, I don't want to say carried, because that roster did have more talent than I think we give it credit for. But I think we can all admit it's not a Super Bowl roster. I think Kansas City's was better last year. I think Buffalo's was better last year.
Yeah.
And they end up coming out, right? So I think you can make the argument that in their first year together, they almost carried, and let's go with above average but not great roster.
I was going to say.
To the Super Bowl, and was really close to winning it, and was open on the last play if it wasn't for a horrific offensive line allowing Aaron Donald to end the game with a sack.
Yes, and the thing that really, like I said, really impresses me about this duo and just to reiterate what you said, is they were able to do it without any help.
No.
Without any help. I mean, you look at a roster like in LA, like Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Right.
Loaded everywhere.
Help everywhere.
All around. Great offensive line.
Not to mention
great
a proven
pass
head
rush.
coach.
Very proven head coach. I'd say the best in the game.
Some might say. I might agree.
So, I mean, with
Even Tampa Bay.
all the amenities around them, with all the help that they had the entire season at all of the positions, yes, they were great. The thing that is intriguing is how good Joe Burrow and JaMarr Chase were able to be, especially when Joe Burrow has no time to throw the ball, no protection whatsoever.
Which is kind of important considering JaMarr Chase is, not always, but he is probably his most effective as a down-the-field receiver, where the play needs time to generally develop.
Yeah.
And they were still able to be special, even though they had no time to throw for that play to develop. But
Joe Burrow and JaMarr Chase at 2.
Right, okay, let's go with number 1. I like Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs. First of all, I think Josh Allen is my MVP pick for this upcoming season. I think big, strong, mobile, great arm. Now he's added accuracy to all of his list of skills, which was his issue, and now it's one of his strengths. And I think Stefon Diggs is up there with Davante Adams. I think he's a top 4 to 5 route runner in the league. Great hands, got a little bit of size. Not breakaway speed, but is certainly fast enough. I just think they're going to be, in another year of them together can only help.
Yeah.
I don't see how they're not absolutely prolific this year.
Yeah. I agree completely.
There you go.
Josh Allen is, I'd say, the highest ceiling quarterback that we've seen in the league. Right now, currently.
Is it crazy to say ever?
Us.
Highest ceiling ever? Name me the last quarterback that was 6'6", 250, ran around like a wide receiver / running back, was always the leading rusher and the leading passer, and oh, by the way, has a cannon, is now super accurate.
Yeah.
Like, if he converts all of that to success, which, I mean, granted, I'm not saying that's an easy step, but that is his ceiling. I don't know. I think he's one of the more skilled, the more physically skilled quarterbacks to ever play the game already.
Definitely one of the most physically skilled.
He's up there with like Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham.
So yeah, Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs in that number 1 spot for the top 5 duos in the NFL.
Folks. That's
and
it.